Hey guys, what's up? This is Hugo here, and today I'm going to show you exactly how to overcome the pain between you and your goals. Usually when people have a goal, there's going to be a pain when they try to go for that goal over time. And what happens is that when they feel the pain, they think it's a sign to stop, quit, and go back to their previous situation where they were, very comfy, even though that situation can include a lot of risks and unfulfillments and would never change throughout the course of the rest of your life. So I will show you, 3 steps that I found out in my own journey that actually works when you actually are serious about this goal you have and you feel this pain, you really want it, so you persevere, you go through, you change, and you actually achieve your goals long term. Back in the days, I had the job like most people in my comfort zone. That caused me depression, right? Inside of myself, everywhere I would go, I didn't feel good, didn't feel confident because I knew I was not doing what I wanted to do. I was not the person that I wanted to be, and I didn't live the reality that I wanted to have, right? So I was just like feeling pretty crappy in this situation. And what does when you're in this situation is that you start feeling frustration. You feel fear because you want to do things outside of your area of comfort, but you just feel uneasy. And then you will need to go to these toxic addictions, right, to be able to feel and to numb a little bit this pain that you feel inside. To get distracted, right, not thinking about what you actually need to do and confront the pain and try to numb it out because you think the pain is too painful for you to overcome it, to progress, persevere, and achieve what you really want long term. The goals, the dreams, they're not getting fulfilled. You're not getting them at all, right? So you see yourself living life just in this situation, in your job, with nothing else going on other than, for me, was partying, was drinking, right, on the weekend to be able to survive throughout the week, right? This was exactly what happened to me. And I was at this job, then I got laid off, right, which is what's happening right now, especially in tech. Because I was not doing what I wanted. I didn't care about the product or service, right? So I was not really looking for improvements. They saw that because the truth always comes, right? And just a matter of time for me to get laid off, no money, right? And that's not good, right? Living in this situation is not good at all. And then what happened is I start looking for answers, right? And I start feeling the pain because I was not comfortable with those answers. Maybe I had fear of doing videos, doing marketing, sales, speaking with clients, understanding the market, all these different things that were outside of myself, right? Speaking with people about real important things in your life. I was feeling the pain of it, of going through that fire, so to speak, right? And I just didn't know how to handle it, right? And I'm going to show you exactly how I did and what I can see now with my own clients that really works, right? These 3 keys. But after using these 3 keys and applying it, I'm still applying it now. I started slowly and gradually getting my purpose and feeling expansion and seeing that in my internal reality and external reality. With my business, right? My money started going up in my own business, in my own clients. I start living and moving to the places that I actually wanted to live in. Good weather, beach, all these things long term, exactly what I wanted to live. Visiting, traveling, meeting the people I really want to meeting like-minded people, inspiring people, surrounding myself with the environment and the people that I actually want to surround myself with. Love, right? Finding true friends, true relatives, true colleagues, partners, right? Feeling more healthy mentally and physically, right? So all this will reflect externally as your paradise. where you live, your money, where you're able to create for yourself will be night and day difference. So, firstly, before we get to the 3 keys, you gotta understand that in order for you to transition from the old world's comfort and depression to the new world, purpose and expansion, there is going to be a pain involved, especially when you are in your journey. You will feel emotional pain, whether you are renouncing to distractions and things that it's having fun, right? It's just having fun that you think you deserve, right? You're going to renounce all these addictions. You're going to renounce sometimes spending time with your old friends. You're going to renounce all these things that you were used to doing in your old self, in your own reality, right? Because the same person that took you to your current goals or your current situation won't take you to your future situation, right? You got to change to a different person. It's identity, what you do something different, then you follow that, then you will start getting more of your goals, dreams. It's just a complete different road, right? So you first need to understand that pain is natural and necessary. It's completely natural, right? No pain, no gain. You got to go through this pain in order to gradually find your goals and make sure not only you acquire your goals, you achieve your goals, but you maintain your goals, you maintain that desired lifestyle for the long term, right? With moats, with the ability to guarantee that you're up there, right? Because otherwise competition will take you out, right? With new technologies, new services, new solutions, and you will go back to your comfort that won't be that comfort when you start feeling depression and feeling hell in your life, right? So guys, I'm going to give you now the 3 keys, the 3 practical steps that I've used and my clients are starting to use now because it's the truth. It actually works. We're going to go over the 3 keys so I can explain to you and show you how exactly you can apply this to your own situation. First key, vision board. Goals, why, truth, no denial. You need to have a vision board with your goals so you don't forget tomorrow. Because that's the problem is you know what's happening in your life, but this continuously happen every day because you forget, you go back to those distractions. Those things are very toxic. So your awareness goes down and you end up forgetting the effects of the cause, right? You forget where you're going. You go to the other distractions and go back to your old life. And you completely forgot and you're not making progress, right? So you step back, you back down, and now you're back again 1 year later, 2 years later, 3. You're still in the same situation. Competition is taking you down, right? And you don't know why. Frustration, depression, and everything because you don't know the root cause. You don't know what's your goal and what to do to get there, right? So you need to have a vision board so you're completely clear on what you're doing, why you're doing it, why you really want it, and why you really need to completely transition from your old self to your new self. From your problem, your current situation right now, to your desired situation, your goal, right? You need to have a why you need to do this, this year. Otherwise, you're not going to have motivation or urgency. And then you need to know the truth. This is what we're talking about, right? So that you won't live in denial, because most people live in denial their whole lives because they blame the government, they blame the economy, everything outside of themselves. So that takes away their own power to change and do what they need to do to achieve their goals long term, right? Whether it's help, whatever, if they can do themselves, whatever, there's a solution out there that you can acquire implement it, and get the results, right? So that's the reason you need a vision board and look at that vision board every single day. Otherwise, you will forget and you will go back to your situation with no progress. Second, environment. If you live in an environment with no nature, maybe you live in the middle of the city, full of noise, stress, there's no purity, you're attracted by all this attraction, so to speak, right? If you know what I mean, right? If you alcohol, all these things that if you not aware, right, you're going to fall into those automatically because you're just a human being, right? Depending on what that is for you, right? You need purity around you, otherwise you will fall into the path of less resistance. Right? And you need to feel calm, feel calm and healthy. Calm and healthy so that your brain is optimal and your body is optimal to make decisions and take action, go through the pain slowly to achieve your goals as soon as possible, right? Otherwise, you're going to be full of anxiety. You're not going to be able to control yourself to do this, right? Environments. People. If you have people that distract you and bring you down to your old self, your old reality, and confuse you, you will most likely stay here the rest of your life. So you need like-minded people with values, same values as you. Values is like the baseline, like the long-term behavior protocol, right? So in the beginning, everything is good. Then when problems come, what are our values, right? So we can overcome the problem and get to the solution and keep progressing, right? Because there's always problems. You need values to overcome problems together, right? And get to the solution long term. Otherwise, you're going to crumble. And then you need accountability. Accountability and help. Everyone needs help. At least in the beginning, especially if you're trying to get your business up and going, right? You're making the transition from your job to your business, doing what you love. You most likely need help, especially in area or skill that you yourself don't have, right? You don't possess. So at least you learn, right? You embody that, then you will go forward with much more confidence and speed and certainty. So I hope this video helped you guys. So in order for you to achieve your goals, you need to go through the pain. There's no way around it. You need to go through the pain. It's normal. You're going to grow from it. It's going to shape you to the person you need to become to actually get the goal and sustain the goal and go for more in the future. The reality that you actually want will come from overcoming the pain, right? But in order to overcome the pain, you need 3 keys. You need to understand your goals and be focused on it. So you never forget, you have clarity and you make progress over time. You need the environment to be optimized, healthy, clean, so you feel calm and you take progress every day. And you need like-minded people around you so that they influence you in the right directions. When you feel weak, when you feel bogged down, you feel sad for maybe no reason, right? Sometimes we get emotional. You will get reminded by these people, right? Naturally, because they're just so close to you, you can see them, right? And you will most likely take progress, right? At least the fall down won't be that destructive, right? You can fall down a little bit, get back on your feet, and keep going towards your goals.